This is the S&P 500 Spider ETF SPY one-day reading for November 14th, 2025. It's currently November 13th, 2025 at 10:41 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading, $672.04 USD. And the shuffle video for the November 14th reading was created on November 10th, 2025 at 10:10 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video playing for you here. So if you're new to the channel, what this video will cover is the overall trend direction and chart behavior for SPY throughout the 14th. We're going to give you hour by hour sequence of chart events, as well as any good trades that we see that are clear, we see them clearly. It's important to understand that not each card's energy, these cards going left to right across the screen, are what we call timeline cards in SO meta-analysis. And not each card's energy, although they represent an hour of time roughly, not each card's energy necessarily lines up perfectly with an hour of time. And for that reason, sometimes you do need to give the timing plus or minus an hour or two of wiggle room. It's the sequence of chart events that remains accurate nonetheless. And people that follow on the Discord see how we're able to, in real time, stay on point as far as if there are any wiggle room. People just ask on Discord, hey, are we plus or minus here or there? And I'm able to identify that in real time. It's the most powerful way to use this stuff is in real time in tandem with technical analysis. And so with that said, let's get into it. The 14th, we're going to see an intentional fake out or shake out, some sort of tricky chart behavior intended to make us do the wrong thing impulsively. Interesting. And we have a cross-street incongruency for change, so we're right on track. The card for the 14th on the 1 month reading is the change card. That's what we call cross-street incongruency. It gives the card more prominence, and it also helps you to keep on track as far as the sequence of events in relation to when you're looking at the 1 month versus the dailies. It's pretty complicated stuff, guys. This is advanced SO meta-analysis. But you can see we had a lowest low here on the thus far, at least on the 12th, and we came pretty close. We were a day off there, but my sense is that we may even see lower price levels on the 14th. With that said, let's see. Behavior around the highest high for the day. We've got an attempt to establish support at like a higher support level. And that's where we're going to see a fake out or shake out. Is it near the high? Behavior around the lowest low, an unexpected move out of the low, even in the face of seemingly overwhelmingly negative technicals or headwinds or both. And the trade card is nullified, so we'll look at this a little bit further. Now, in the pre-market, there's a lot of ground covered. The ace of discs indicates a lot of price change. Sometimes it's only in one direction. Sometimes it's in both directions. Aces are tricky like that, but you can rely on a price level of support on a multi-day scale that we have a lot of price change into and or out of. My sense is it's probably to the downside because we've got this Princess of Cups at the open and a low correlation. What I mean by that is that this card here has a correspondence to the low significator card, allowing us to determine the timing of a low. And so that's an important technical price level on a 1 month scale minimum that's highlighted in that first half hour. We may be seeing a bottom here on the 14th early in the day, at least a temporary bottom, especially when you think about the fake out being near the high. In any case, out of this low in the morning, we've got this sideways fluctuating rally preceding a notable decline. So we rally into a peak probably around... We rally, sideways fluctuating rally probably into a resistance level somewhere between 11 and 12. And then there should be a drop from that resistance level, but the high is there between 12 and 1 in a period of sideways fluidity, equal amounts of bulls and bear inflow and outflow. So we probably, at the high, attempt to establish that there as support. This resistance here is we turn it into support and make a high, but we attempt to establish that as support. It doesn't necessarily work. We swing back down. That's equal amounts of bulls and bear inflow and outflow and a fake out there. So remember that the Princess of Discs is very similar to the Ace of Discs. Princess of Discs is most comfortable in an exit, like exiting a trade, but a lot of price change into and or out of it, and at its important support level. It could even be the same support level as earlier in the day. Doubtful, though, in the case of the way these cards are reading. And then the Magus card between roughly 2 and 3 There's another peak or high there between 2 and 3. Interesting. Okay, so what I'm seeing is 3 pokes at the high. So the first one being there midday. The second one being after that price change with the Princess of Discs. A big move back into a high between 2 and 3, probably closer to 2 than to 3. We poke through it, and then there's an important range on a multi-day scale, or at least on a one-day scale, highlighted in the last hour, with another high significator and fake out at the close within a lot of volatility, period of volatility, and a sharp drop in that period of volatility in the post-market. Interesting. Yeah, I think we're probably going to end up going lower on the 17th, right into those lows on the 18th, 19th. So be mindful of that, guys. I would use these fake outs when everybody's like getting flung out of their shorts as opportunity to get into shorts. You could probably, it's risky because I don't like to go against the trend, but you could probably close a short here at the open and open up a long. Close that long at the first high. If you miss that high, go for the second one. If you miss that one, go for the last one. But you want to be, with these pokes through the highs, you want to be accumulating short position for this drop over the weekend into the 17th. A low significator on the 1 month, Princess of Swords appearing in the 17th. This is another form of cross-reading congruency when you combine it with something like the Death card and a prominent reverse clairvoyant anchors such as the Labradorite stone, which is one of the most prominent. You combine those things and we probably have a pretty significant lower trough there. And we'll get into the reading for the 17th momentarily. Now, guys, if you're interested in trading this information, I do not recommend trading it alone. You must have access to our early access subscription. Go to our website, Tarot for Traders. Hover over Order Now. Click on Subscriptions. Early access subscription. It gets you the earliest access to any of our public posts on YouTube. Will come out first on early access, plus videos now that don't even get out to YouTube. You'll get the date trade alerts and swing trade alerts for SPY on Discord, as well as the chart drawings. We don't draw all the time. We have to be like an elevated state of vibration in order to do it accurately. It's difficult to do, so we do that sporadically. But you would have access to those charts as well. All that for $150 a month. It's a no-brainer, my friends. You make it back and some in one trade. We're right most of the time, not all the time. But what's interesting is that most of the times that we're wrong, we're able to fix it because we're right that many times. You know, like there's backup exits in SO meta-analysis. You can't do that with technical. Much love and appreciation. Everybody supporting the channel. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.